when Jay joins us, if he remembers.
Hmm.
Are we live? We're live. Who's live? Uh-oh. Are we keeping you up there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been that kind of week. Oh, I gotta turn this down.
Well, welcome to the party, everyone.
Oh, there we go.
Howdy.
What do we got there, Gordon?
Oh, this is some Ultraman stuff. I'm working on some Ultraman cards, and for Series 2, it's Ultraman, Return of Ultraman, and Ultra 7. And so I was trying to get a idea of how to draw this other Ultraman character. I was trying to simplify it, but it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. A lot of angles.
Yeah,
a lot of detail.
Very mech.
Yes.
I don't know anything about Ultraman, so
it's like
did he fall down?
He fell down.
Man down.
Broke a hip.
There we go.
All right.
I was trying to zoom out because of the whatever.
Wow. Thanks for bringing your A game, Warner.
Yeah, well, nothing but the best. Oh man. Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
okay.
what was I saying? It's been I don't know. It's just been busy.
Busy's good.
More renovations or just other stuff?
No, just drawing. Just drawing and
Oh,
painting.
drawing. Oh, fun.
Yeah. It's
Fun, busy.
yeah. I mean, I just did an AP that I tried like a completely different approach to everything. So that was it's basically like usually when I do a commission or do an AP or something like that, it usually takes me about a day, to kind of knock it out. But this one took like 3 days. This is hands down the longest I've ever spent on a commission.
But it's not like 3 days consecutive time, right?
Well, yeah, not like 72 hours, but
But it was worth it because you were kind of learning whatever you were trying to do, right?
yeah, I mean, I was trying to paint. So, but I mean, I did like usually I'll do like a regular line drawing kind of a thing, and then just kind of when I go into doing the different shadows and highlights and stuff, I just kind of wing it, so to speak. And this time I actually fleshed it all out in graphite first, kind of like Jay there, where it's all fleshed out in graphite there.
Chase here.
Chaser. So yeah, I fleshed it all out and then ran a clear gesso over it and then just kind of painted over the top. But it's kind of cool.
Hey, this is all rumor and speculation, but I saw somebody posted on Instagram yesterday, and do you guys know anything about possibly some characters getting unbanned soon?
Oh, I saw that. I looked closely at that, and
it might be another character.
First of all, it's Marvel Beginnings, so it could be the original one. But see, I'm curious because I don't know if it was a filter or something was going on with that image where apparently the image that was on the back of that card
Mm-hmm.
was like extended off the card.
Oh, so you think that maybe that image was messed with a little bit?
I don't know. Again, I don't know if it was a promo image or if it was something that whatever, and it was like just whoever was doing the promo or whatever just did a cut and paste of a rando character.
So
But-
what we're talking about is the back of the Marvel Beginnings sketch cards that's got what looks like Human Torch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is gonna get sorted out one way or another real soon.
Yeah, like in the next week or so.
Like,
Oh, really?
I mean, like today.
Oh, okay.
Because sooner or later somebody's gonna say, "Hey, here's my blanks."
Speaking of, I saw somebody
Is that-
posted some Spider-Verse blanks today.
You sorry,
Has
you
that
did
been
what?
announced? Somebody posted some Spider-Verse blanks today. Has that been announced?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
people
okay.
post all kinds of stuff. Hi, Jay.
Hi. Oh, continue talking about cards. That's fine.
Don't
You
mean
kids
to
are-
exclude you.
You kids and your rock and roll and your art cards, that's okay.
Your loud music.
Your loud music and your
Bubble
jitterbugging
gum.
and your malt shops, your hot rods. I know. Actually, it's fascinating. I'm listening to this stuff going, wow. That's
You're like, wow, really? Who cares?
the drama.
You're like, for such a niche hobby, there sure is a lot of drama.
You know what? You would be surprised. It
No,
is
I would not be. I
absolutely-
listened to you guys for 5 minutes. I would not be surprised.
It's oh my goodness! It's like high school. It's like a bunch of high school girls.
Who, the collectors or the artists? Or
Yes,
both?
yes.
Then Tiffany
Yes,
tried to draw a
indeed.
Human Torch, and she was told no. But then Bethany went ahead and drew one. Wow.
And it got through.
Like, wow.
Oh yeah, well Susie drew a Deadpool and that made it in 2.
I think Susie's sleeping with the guy.
Oh.
That's what's happening. Susie's a slut.
Susie's such a slut.
Mm.
Does this card make me look fat?
Yes, it does.
God. Oh my god. That AP is so last year.
My God, is that from 2017?
I wouldn't be caught dead with that.
Nice cards, Dre. Where did you buy them, Blick?
I wish.
We all know you got it from the Hobby Lobby.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Mean Artists, the movie.
That is funny shit. Oh, okay.
It's pretty much par for course.
What is?
Just a drama.
Oh, no. Oh, well. Go ahead, Drip. Go on. You can't stop. Go ahead.
Oh, there's that. I'm looking for reference.
Of what? To decide what you're going to work on?
Oops. Yeah, for where am I at? There we go. For eek. It needs to be dusted. Here.
Okay.
Oh,
let's,
Captain America.
Yeah, this was I think it was right before the movie came out, San Diego. This was one of the exclusives.
Shouldn't that be in some sort of protective something? Bad collector.
Probably, yeah, but dude, I
Bad.
can't leave toys in packaging.
Me either.
I mean, I actually ended up getting like, I don't know if it was the same San Diego, but I got like the black and white NECA Ninja Turtles.
No way. You have those?
Yeah.
Oh my god, those are awesome.
Oh, you kids and your toys.
I know.
No, NECA does some amazing Ninja Turtle stuff.
Check it out. Here. These.
Oh my god, those are awesome.
Okay,
Yeah,
that is pretty cool.
This was the exclusive there. So I ended up getting that, but I also had to get because those ones have to stay in the box. So I did end up getting the green one, the colored ones, and those came out of the packaging.
You know, the other ones that they made that I really like are the ones from like the arcade game.
Oh,
Those are pretty cool too because they're like pixelated, kind of the way they painted them.
yeah. I also got this, which is the old school Playmates.
Oh, nice.
And then this one here is probably one of my favorites, just because it's so out there. One of those Mighty Mugs.
Oh, cool.
Is that? I don't know what that is.
That's Rom the Space Knight.
Oh. Okay.
It's kind of like
whoa,
those.
whoa, back
Costco
up, back
things.
up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I looked
now he wants
away.
to talk. Now he wants
Now
to talk.
you're talking some ROM here. I don't know.
Show me
man.
your ROM.
Oh yeah. I got here. See?
Oh, beauty.
It's like screw cards, but space nerd talk. I'm all in.
Yeah.
Dude.
That
Just
one.
don't pull out the
Horny.
Godzilla.
Oh, wait.
I actually
break away for a second.
I actually went to Target today and saw some of the turtle stuff. They had like Mondo Gecko, and I don't know who makes those, but they're like the kind of like the collector versions. And they had some of the frogs too.
Oh yeah.
Napoleon and I don't know the other one's name.
1964 Godzilla from Godzilla versus Mothra, bitches.
Nice. You know what would be
Big ass tail.
You know what I would be really impressed with is if you busted out the old Shogun Warriors Godzilla.
Can't afford one. Man, those are a premium nowadays.
Yeah, I know.
I actually know somebody. Now, I know somebody that's got a Rodan too, a Shogun Warriors Rodan.
Oh wow.
That is the holy grail.
I had when I was a kid, my friend had was it King, the one with the lion on his chest?
King Caesar.
Yeah,
oh
he had him and he had the Godzilla, but I only had the Great Mazinga.
Oh wait a minute! With the lion on his chest was I can't remember who that was.
The Great Bazinga?
No,
it's not the Great Bazinga.
Mazinger.
The Great Bazinga.
I actually did. That was one of my cards I did for the monster one.
Uh-huh.
I did a Great Mazinga versus Godzilla, I think. So.
Bazinga.
Do you guys remember the Marvel Shogun Warriors? The comic series that Marvel did for them?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you guys talk about, Shogun Warriors.
Sorry.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Should we go back to talking about cards?
No, that's fine.
Well-
I'm just saying, I don't know what you're talking about.
You actually, you came on a little late.
Yeah.
Were you an Ultraman fan?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So I was saying that before we started. I was actually working on some Ultraman cards.
Ooh, nice.
So they've started doing. I guess is it this year? Is there 50th anniversary or 60th, something like that?
The 50th.
But-
Yeah, I think.
So so they just started like doing a lot of licensing stuff in America, and there's a guy, Richard Parks, who has like a company that does like license card sets. He kind of does different license, like he's done the Three Stooges, Mystery Science Theater, stuff like that. Well, he did an Ultraman and kickstarted Series 1 this past year, and it was like crazy successful.
Yeah.
And so now they're doing more of them, and that's what I was working on. And I was talking about how I was trying to draw Ultra 7, and it's just a lot more detailed design than the regular one. I was complaining about it.
What was that noise?
It's called a baby.
Okay. All right. I was going to say, is anybody going to address the sudden blood-curdling scream?
Or am I the only one that's heard that?
Am I hearing things again? Guys, this isn't fair.
I'm trying to
puts
mute
the lotion
when I can, but I was in the middle of talking, so I tried not to.
Yeah, Gordon's like, I didn't hear nothing. You didn't hear nothing either. And you heard nothing either.
It puts the lotion in the basket, or it gets the hose again.
And Eloise back there, you certainly didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's shit.
Lord.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend nobody heard the baby cry.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've seen how long I could get away with that.
How old's the baby?
She is 10 weeks.
Oh my.
Yeah, she's usually pretty good.
So the question of what have you been up to since the last time I talked to you is, now painfully obvious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing he's been doing for the last 10 weeks.
Oh.
Everybody's so quiet.
Yeah, we're all intent. Look at us being serious artists. Look at us. We take the craft seriously, Dre. We take the craft serious.
That's right.
Yeah. Did anybody catch the new season of the HeMan thing?
I watched part of the first half. That's as far as I got.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I'm not.
I like the
I'm not
art.
I'm not a He-Man guy, but it's a pretty impressive series.
This is the non-Kevin Smith version, right?
I think he's talking about the Kevin Smith version.
No, I'm talking about the Kevin Smith one.
Oh, I don't know. There was one I started watching. I'm like, this is painful for me. But I have a very refined palate, so.
There are two though, because there was one that's kind of more geared towards kids. That could be the one you're talking about, Trey.
One that's more recent has like a big bulky He-Man, like looks like the Hulk. And
Well,
that could
be it.
That could be either one. That could be either one.
Oh yeah, she agrees.
She agrees. Yes.
Well, that was like when there was it was a storyline thing with where he kind of hulks out, and I think it was like something along the lines of because he didn't have the sword or something, he he becomes like the Hulk, just a mindless.
Yeah, I can't remember the one that I was watching. Some like man of arms or man at arms. His daughter was getting an award, and then they went to battle with something, and then I turned it off.
Yeah, that would be it.
That's the one. Yeah, no, not for me. But I thought there was another one that just came up. I think I remember that.
There's
Yeah,
a kids
it's
one.
the
There's like a
second.
kids
Oh,
one.
that is the kids one. Okay.
Well,
The
no, there
second
is
one
one.
is-
I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know because the way you described it's like that really could be either one of them from what I've seen.
The second season for the Kevin Smith one just came out.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
Yeah, they split that one in two. And I think that's the one you're talking about because that one was like had a very heavy Tila storyline in the first half.
Yeah, it's kind of dark too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And I saw like the first 3 episodes, and I thought it was good, and I liked the art style. A lot of people were upset about it online, but not necessarily because it was bad, but because they thought that it got bait and switched. Like they thought it was going to be about HeMan, but it was more Tila focused, which honestly was probably a smart call for them to do because there's not really a whole lot of Masters of the Universe lore like in the cartoon, the old cartoon. I mean, it was just to sell toys, you know? So like they actually developed some story for some of these characters that didn't really have as much of a story.
Did they have?
well, it's
Seaman?
also Merman.
Yeah, I'm not watching this till they bring Seaman back. Sorry, go ahead.
Seaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she thought it was funny.
Yeah.
How about Hawkeye? You guys been watching Hawkeye at all?
Oh yeah, that's a winner in my book.
Yeah, I'm binging that Christmas Day.
Just caught episode 3 today.
Yeah, can y'all believe when Mephisto showed up? That was crazy.
It turned out to be Hawkeye's father.
Sorry, Dre.
It's okay. Pam wants to watch it because it's Christmas themed. So
I'm actually just kidding. Like none of that happened. That's a joke.
That's
That's
fine.
Actually, do you hear they're pulling it next week? They're done. It's like 4 episodes and they're done. So it'll be done.
It's like the running Disney Plus joke is Mephisto's going to show up.
Yeah. Everybody thought he was going to show up in WandaVision, right?
Yeah. They were all convinced that was what Agatha was going to be.
Yeah. Turns out, no, she's just a crazy old lady.
And she was really a character, man. They really got an obscure one from the Marvel Universe for that one.
See, I really enjoyed WandaVision. Falcon Winter Soldier, I was kind of like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was like they didn't even care.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one.
No, it was just like this whole. Why are we even doing this?
Yeah,
it just dragged on for like 8 episodes where they could have done it in like 10 minutes.
And then it ended, and it's just like it just ended.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a fun adventure, wasn't it? Wait a minute, what? And then they're done. What?
Dude, why is Elaine in this? Like what?
And what's with her hair?
Yeah.
Why is her hair purple?
But now Loki was fun, and I hear good things about Hawkeye. So
It's good. It's good. The episode 3 was super good. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure at first, but it just keeps getting better. The first episode I wasn't crazy about, and then it just seems to get more and more interesting as it's going along. And was it you I was talking about with Echo? I didn't know who that was, and was it you, Josh? That was like, oh no, that's Echo. You got to watch Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is a great character.
Yeah, and it's it's according to the comics. There's they changed it where her dad, in the show, they changed it where her dad is apparently taken out by Ronan, but in the comics it was somebody else. But it's still an opportunity to her adoptive father, so to speak, and I suspect he's going to show up at the end of the series, at the end of the season.
And when she put on the Black Widow costume, I was just stunned. Oh, you still here, Dre?
Mm-hmm. It's okay. I haven't seen Black Widow either. It's okay. You can give me all the spoilers. Sean told me today that apparently Mark Strong turns out to be a bad guy in Green Lantern. So, fuck that one up for me.
That was the best.
She agrees.
Yeah.
I like the editorial. It's great. They say kids are brutally honest. It's awesome. Is this your first, Gordon?
No,
it's the
it's actually
17th.
No, she's the third, but the oldest is 8, and the middle one is 5. So it's kind of a little bit of a gap, like kind of, yeah.
It's a reminder.
Holy!
Every few years, you need to remind yourself.
What the hell are you guys Amish? What? I'm sorry. That was mean. That was not cool.
Usually she's pretty cool hanging out, but I think she's bored right now.
Give her a paintbrush.
Didn't they? You remember the old bouncy chairs, right? You put the kid in, and
I think too many kids kind of strangled themselves and then took it off the market.
Well, they had these ones that were just like metal frames. It was just it sat on the floor, and it was just like a bent piece of metal.
It was like
she's
a
in something like that right now. But
like
I remember the one that
catapult
used to hang from the door. The door frame.
Yeah, those are the dangerous ones, I guess.
The big steel rod that they have right over their head with the metal springs.
What's wrong with that?
No, but those. Well, apparently there were issues. No, that's not right. There was I'd heard that they had just taken those things off the market, and I was a little confused as to why.
I gotta make a call. I'll be back.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourself.
Okay, so that does go under the chin. Oh boy.
Sorry, for some reason I was muting and removing Jay to me now. Sorry about that.
Dude, I said I was sorry. No, please do it again, and I can crank up some music here in the background.
Now I can hear one of the other ones lurking.
One of the other offspring. I think that this is.
Yeah, he's got his flag football game tonight. It's their last one, so that's where I'm headed to in a little bit. Can't wait. I think 5 is probably a little too young to start playing flag football. It's more like herding cats than playing football.
Yeah, I remember when my daughter started playing soccer at age of 3 or 4. Boy, was that a hoot. Just amoeba ball. Just watch 10 kids just all in a huddle, just running up and down the field.
Yep. Oh, shoot. I turned it around to face the TV. I know it's probably not the best, but whatever. It's keeping me entertained for a minute. All right, so yeah, I was working on Ultraman. I worked on the first series that they did. It was actually kind of fun because I had never really been into it, but I found that they have like a lot of the episodes are all on YouTube for free.
Yeah.
So I watched a lot of them just to kind of get some reference and everything.
Also Tubi now. They've added a ton of the stuff on Tubi, including the Japanese versions of the very first season, or the very first show, which are actually longer than the ones that they used to run over here in the States.
Yeah, Ultraman, Johnny Sacco, all that stuff was that was standard fare after school every day. It was usually Ultraman, then Johnny Sacco, then Adam West Batman.
Adam West Batman. I remember watching all that.
That's almost identical to the way they used to run it here. It's funny.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was in Detroit, so I mean, I don't know. It was Channel 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland. Was Channel 43. They used to almost run it the exact same way, except they started off with Speed Racer.
Yeah. And then on Saturdays they always had the Saturday afternoon movies with the it was usually like the Godzilla movies or whatever. It was, I can't remember the old guy that used to host it, and then he got replaced by Sonny Elliott.
So Bozo the Clown?
No. That was
Yeah. Just trying to not to date you guys, but when I watched Adam West Batman, it was on Nick at Night.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like I watched them on ABC, dude.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was still syndication.
Yeah, it was syndicated. I'm actually.
I remember when the trailer dropped.
For the movie?
I'm joking. It's for Ultraman, yeah.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about Batman. Because I remember that movie. I watched that movie a lot as a kid.
Which Batman movie?
The one with the what is it like? They're at like the UN or something like that, and one of the bad guys turns them all into dust, and there's the shark or the bomb. They're running down the boardwalk with the bomb.
Yeah, the Batman movie. It was
actually
made that after the first season.
What did I miss?
With the second Catwoman.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did have 2 Catwomen.
Yeah. Well, they got her as a temporary because Julie Newmar was supposed to be in that. I found this out when Julie Newmar was at a show. They had like some sort of panel about this, and I guess she was supposed to be in that movie, but it was either Little Abner, a stage production, or Star Trek even that messed that up, because she had a commitment to like a different. I think it was Star Trek, because she had a commitment to do that episode, and the studio that was doing Batman just out of nowhere kind of announced, "Oh, we're going to do this movie," and she couldn't clear her schedule enough. She already had a contract.
Are you done? Oh man,
I feel like I just explained way too much of that, and you guys just drifted off.
No,
When Gordon said, "Are you done?"
No,
yeah, that's what I thought. That I
wasn't talking to you.
Yes, Gordon, I'm done. Please, you may have the stage back.
No, the boss came in. She told me it was almost time to go for the football game.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, Dre's back. He just kind of slid back in there. I wonder how much he heard.
Julian Umar is what you guys were talking about.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm talking about Lee Merriweather.
Yeah, and about how Captain Canada is like Captain Canuck is one of the worst superheroes ever.
Probably true.
Just kidding.
So, speaking of worst things ever, Justin Bieber did a partnership with Tim Hortons here, where we got Timbits, which is donut holes, right? So he's got a line of Timbits, I guess, following suit with like the Rihanna McDonald's combo and the BTS McDonald's combo.
Wait a minute, who's doing that?
Justin Bieber.
Oh Jesus!
So, like, okay, whatever. There's this Justin Bieber. I think it just started this week. So I was at Tim's earlier, grab a coffee and a bagel or something. So I go in because the drive-thru is insane. And there's this dude in front of me. He's buying everything Justin Bieber, everything that they have. So outside of the Timbit boxes that you can get, there's like fanny packs and toques and bags and stuff like that. They're like $30 a piece. So how many fanny packs you got? 5. I'll take them. How many bags you got? This. I'll take them. His bill was $400. He didn't even buy a coffee.
He's reselling all that stuff.
Oh, I mean, it's all going eBay.
Oh yeah.
Or Christmas gifts.
For all the believers.
Yeah. I mean, he looked like he's late teens, early 20s.
Oh, dude, he's totally a Gary Vee disciple doing some retail arbitrage. Totally. Starting his eBay shop.
Yeah.
Oh, there you kids go with your secret language again.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of secret language, we were joking about this on our group chat, Muncho and Dre. But you ever notice when you post something on Instagram, you like 3 minutes later get like a like a comment?
Post this.
Saying, DM this to, such and such of art or gallery of art or, whatever. Some version of art gallery, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, these are not followers, right?
No, they're following the hashtag. It's a bot.
Yeah, it's a bot, probably.
Right. But the thing is and I was thinking about this just the other day, was, okay, yeah, you've got this bot thing going, but then you start hearing all these things about, like people getting their artwork stolen for the, what is it, the NFTs or whatever?
Yes.
NFTs.
So I'm wondering if that's like part of that racket.
Well,
where they're like finding it and then redoing it and
they
just
don't
posting it.
You don't need to send it to them for them to steal it.
That's true.
They can
just
lift
it
download
from
it and make an
anywhere.
NFT out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, but I'm just wondering if that's one of those. If it
Could
is,
be.
in fact.
Who knows?
That's the other. That's the other spam message I get all the time is about NFT drops, like constantly. And I just report them all as spam, and it's annoying, but
Remember the good
whatever.
old days when Instagram used to give you a follow up for every spam report you did? I miss those because I report so much stuff as spam.
Remember the good old days when Instagram was just pictures of chicks in bikinis? I miss those days.
Yeah.
Hey, you just gotta follow the right hashtags, Jay.
Sadly, I do.
All right. On that note, I gotta go.
All right,
Have fun, man. Have fun.
enjoy the game.
All right. Hopefully, I will get to hang out longer with you guys next time.
Hope so too, man.
Enjoy.
Go be dad. Go be dad. Make him proud.
All right. Later, everybody.
Go sports ball.
Yeah, we're gonna score the home run.
Yes.
Nice.
Later.
And if you get 3 of them, it's a turkey.
That's right. All right. See y'all later.
Yeah. Bye, man.
See you guys. Oh man.
You remember those days, don't you, Warner?
What, the howling?
Yeah.
You know what? Kaylee was never really a bit. I mean, she was like the easiest kid. And of course, we were smart enough to know that. Wow, because you usually you have a kid and it's like super easy, and then you go, yeah, I think I'll have another one, and then that one turns out to be the devil incarnate.
That's what Meredith would hint at that. It's like, maybe we should have a second one. I says, no, it'll have bat wings.
Yeah, no, it's that's why the good one. That's why the first ones are always the good ones.
Yeah,
To sucker you into making more. No, she was like, I think I was talking to one of the, I think it was on one of these streams we were talking about it, and one of the collectors, she's got 3 kids, and I was talking about how easy Kaylee was, and she goes, "Oh my goodness," and there's nothing worse than telling a woman how easy it is to raise a kid.
Well, I'm sorry. I think there's worse things. But
yeah, I'm gonna say there are many
worse things you can say to a woman. But anyways, we won't.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there, but yeah, no, it was like Kaylee was it was literally for like the first 6 months, all she did was sleep and eat.
I was gonna come in at
That was
number 3, worst things to say. Are those cuffs too tight? Oh.
Oh, you know what? I've been on this kick, and I hate these things. I can't stand it's like what is it? The TikTok thing, right? Where it's it's kind of like it used to be called Vine. But like there's something that I find is so funny where there's this couple where they really just kind of dig on each other, and then like they flip the camera on their phone and start walking away, and there's Gangster's Paradise starts playing. Wow. I don't know, for some reason I just think it's funny as hell.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
God, that's literally cool story, bro. Cool story.
Cool story. Yeah.
I'm suddenly singing Gangster's Paradise in my head. Oh no, now it's switched to Amish Paradise.
Change the station.
We haven't had any visitors.
No, I don't know. The internet's been quiet this week. I don't know what's up.
All that looting, everybody's Christmas shopping.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's Friday too. Huh?
Well, it's not 6 o'clock yet. It usually seems to get a little bump around 6, but whatever.
Who needs them? Who needs them? We're here for the integrity of our art.
Well, I'm just here for the conversation because I'm so lonely.
Isn't when's C2E2? It's like next week or something, right?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Are you there, Jay?
No, I'm going to be actually in Pittsburgh. The Steel City Con's going on.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's my backyard one. I like doing that one because I can stay at Mom's house, and it's pretty easy to do. You get, I was telling you guys before on this one, you get a lot of guys that come in that normally don't do a lot of cons, and they just like start snapping up anything that's a popular character, old TV characters, anything that's MCU. They
So
don't care.
then
They don't care.
just give me
Yeah.
that a Dorito that
anybody's-
looks like Deadpool. I'll take it.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
So I totally got off track with the whole He-Man thing. But the reason I actually brought it up was because as I was watching that thing, I always thought, and I'm sure it's been done. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but have you ever seen like a He-Man character, like say take He-Man, put him on Battle Cat, but it's literally like the same exact image as like Death Dealer?
Yeah, that I've seen. That one specifically, I have seen.
No, I know actually.
I don't think I've seen it, but it was like, oh, dude, I was like, oh, that'd be a great idea, but there's no way that I'm the only person that thought of that.
Well, that was.
And of course,
I posted
it's
it a while
probably
ago.
done like 40 years ago.
I posted it a while ago, and it was one of those I couldn't believe no one ever thought of it before. But somebody took a Gamera figure and customized it, and took 4 of them actually, and made them the Ninja Turtles. So it was like
what?
Gamera Ninja Turtles.
Oh, nice.
They were cool looking.
What's the camera?
Oh, is that the same one where it's like the Cookie Monster Godzilla?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was the same guy, but it's along those lines. Yeah, it was this.
Yeah,
This
that's
guy
hilarious.
took these. This guy took these figures, and I mean, it looks like they're custom. It doesn't look Photoshop at all. And he put masks on them, and put the individual weapons on them, color coded them, and everything. And they were Gamera figures. And it was kind of one of those. At first, you don't even pay attention to it. You're just like, wow, man, freaking Raph looks pretty jacked right there, doesn't he?
Some weird looking turtles.
And then you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, those are Gameras. Yeah, that was a thing there for a while. These guys were the guy that did the Cookie Monster one. I think he did a Big Bird Ghidorah. It was like a Big Bird the three-headed monster, which was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, with the 3 Big Bird heads.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one. You posted that.
Yeah, I had it as a avatar for a while.
Right. Okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! It's a slow internet week when Jay changes his cover photo and profile picture 7 times a day.
Yeah, I get bored. If I don't get a reaction from it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm a Facebook whore. I can't help it.
Oh, it's like what you guys were talking about the other day when, when you're doing the stream, it's you actually kind of get stuff done. Whereas if you're just working, it's like, like Jay said, you work 20 minutes and go, oh, what's going on Facebook? You waste a bunch of time there and work another 20 minutes. What's going on?
What's wrong? Whoa. Is that an archangel?
Female archangel.
I was going to say, it looks a little shapely and long hair, but very, very badass.
Okay. So, the guy that commissioned this, he's a big archangel fan.
You gotta love the gender swaps.
Mm-hmm. Gender bender.
So Josh, I'm with you though. Like from what we were talking about when I was at your house, though. Echo, seriously.
Yeah.
that needs to be drawn. That she is freaking awesome.
Yeah, and the character, like in the books, she actually was part of the what was it, the New Avengers, or
Yeah, I did look that up. Yeah, she's got
like Secret Invasion and all that stuff.
she has
she's a
quite the
cool.
history.
Yeah, but she's a cool character because she's basically like a deaf taskmaster.
Yeah.
Which is a great foil for somebody like a Daredevil, or I mean, I think I mentioned it, and somebody had said, yeah, that's happened, but like the whole thing with the idea of like an Echo Bullseye fight would be pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. Or an Echo Taskmaster fight. And
Yeah,
like,
Echo
they're just going to stand.
Taskmaster.
They're just going to stand there and stare at each other.
You go first. No, you go first.
No, please go first.
No, please, go ahead.
It's a full standoff.
I'll settle this with chess.
Ugh.
I need to make it a little more yellow.
Or Lalo.
Lalo. She's pretty yellow, isn't she?
No, she's always a regular flesh tone.
Okay. I'll leave it that way then.
Touch of jaundice.
Yeah. The water at Snake Mountain was never the best.
Because we piss in it.
What are you using there, Jay? Is that watercolor or?
Yeah, that's watercolor now.
Okay.
It's the black and white that when I started with that was just Indian ink wash, and then I'm putting the color over it. And Dre, I am going to try that what we talked about spraying the pencils.
To seal them. Yeah, don't. Like, it works, but like it's very temperamental. So don't do it on like a commission or something that you later on send me.
Oh. Okay.
When you test it out.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. I just sprayed them down is what it was. And I figured if I mean what it is it's going to be it's getting painted over anyway, one way or another.
Yes, I mean as long as it doesn't bleed over.
If it's a little more sealed up anyway. I mean that's kind of what it is. It's just penciled to show tones and shape and stuff, and then it's going to get cleaned up quite a bit towards the end.
Oh, okay. So go nuts.
Yay! Wow.
That's the crazy thing, because like I was working on that commission, and it was one of those things where I'm kind of doing brand new stuff, taking a different approach to it. Everything was all good, and then I'm like, but it's especially with painting, it's always one of those things where I got this image in my head that I'm working to get at, and it's like it's not until the very end that it really starts to come together. So it's almost like you're for 3 days you're crossing your fingers,
Jesus,
and just hoping that you're getting the foundation all squared away, and then when you go and tighten everything up and finish it off, it's like because I mean we've all been there. You get to the end, you finish it up, and it's like Dre with his eyes, turns around and like does the eyes and totally ruins the whole thing. You go in and it's like
I do the eyes
not
last, which is a stupid approach, but for some reason I always do the eyes last. And I've ruined things because I screwed up the eyes.
Everybody does, just everybody does it their own way.
I kind of do the same
that's
thing.
Wrong.
Not
Oh,
necessarily.
I do the same exact thing. I do the eyes last too, and that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why when you're going through the whole thing, it's just not looking right. It's not looking right. It's not looking right. And then as soon as you get the eyes in there, it's like, okay, now it's starting to kind of come together. So the eyes aren't the very last thing, but it's the very first step of the last step.
I don't know. I gotta add that. I used to think that an awful lot. And then I had a couple of pieces where I was sitting there just slaving over the eyes and trying to figure out what was wrong with it. And here it turned out it was the nose. I had I had the nose, the bridge of the nose kind of set a little. The angle was a little too low, and the curve was a little too low, and it was throwing the shape of the eye off. And until I figured that out, it was like, yeah, I was sitting there just killing myself trying to figure out why these eyes look so horrible. And then once I fixed that, I was like, oh, there it goes.
Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, it's all still connected. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna turn the mic. I'm gonna turn my mic off for a second. I gotta dry this. This is this paper got a little too wet.
It's okay.
So I don't want to blast you with
Are you
this.
gonna do it by hand?
Hairdryer.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and there goes Warner with his hair dryer too. Everybody's blowing. I just feel left out now. I feel like I should pull out my hair dryer and blow dry something.
I figured I'd take the opportunity.
You're such a sheep.
Because I was just dying to hit it with the dryer.
It's very derivative, Josh.
Yeah. Holy dryer.
You become too long in the midnight sea.
Oh my goodness! I think that's going to be in the next painting I do is going to be. I got to do a Shoreleave. I've never done a Shoreleave.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What's Shoreleave?
From Venture Brothers. He's like, so in Venture Brothers in the cartoon, there's like this secret group called OSI, and they're kind of like G.I. Joe, but they're a parody of G.I. Joe. So it's like, Yo SI, instead of Yo Joe. But yeah, so Shoreleave is like the shipwreck character. But he's a little effeminate.
Oh,
so to speak.
And he finds it fun to stay at the YMCA.
Yeah, something along those lines. And but there was a thing where there was a storyline where the OSI broke up. So he and Sky Pilot had branched off and just kind of teamed up, but they had found church. So they became like born again Christians. So it's like Brock Sampson and like, oh, Shoreleave, hey, how you doing? He goes, oh, it's not Shoreleave anymore. Now it's Holy Diver.
Oh my god!
So he's got so then he's like got a big tattoo of the cross on his chest, and they're getting ready for battle, and it's just ridiculous.
Oh, Venture Brothers, man.
Yeah, I mean it's like, but best catchphrase ever is Shoreleaves, and it's boom, yummy.
Okay. Is this a cartoon?
Oh god, you don't see Venture Brothers. Oh
no,
Lord.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's I don't know who the animation company is, but it was one of those Cartoon Network type things where they were it was like a
Adult
mature
Swim.
Adult Swim kind of thing. And it was, especially the first couple episodes, it was just directly ripping off Johnny Quest.
Oh yeah, Johnny Quest is in the show.
Yeah, I'm not even getting that far. I mean, just trying to explain it to somebody, it's like you got to kind of start slow. You really got to start slow.
Yeah, it's a parody of Johnny Quest.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched Johnny Quest either.
Oh, dude. And then, but it's such a ripoff of like all pop culture things. So you've got like,
Yeah.
they have their own version of like Doctor Strange and the Fantastic Four and
The Fantastic Four
Johnny.
episode is easily one of my favorites. Where the Invisible Woman, she doesn't turn completely invisible. She just
It's
the
just her
outer layer
skin,
of her
yeah.
skin turns invisible. So she's like one of those. Because that's the joke, is like, you know, the visible woman statues that they used to sell, you know, for kids. That's what she looks like.
So it's like, yeah, the skin goes away, but you see all her organs and musculature and circulatory system.
Her eyeballs, her jaw.
It's ridiculous.
It is terrible. It is awful.
And what is it? Doctor is it Impossible? Mr. Impossible. They're the Impossibles. And Mr. Impossible was the Reed Richards character. And he's voiced by Stephen Colbert.
Colbert,
Yeah.
the late night guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
voiced by him. And he is absolutely hilarious in it.
And
It's like
Brock. Go ahead.
yeah, his wife, I forget what her name is, but she's like, they're talking about their baby. It's like basically Franklin Richards or whatever. And it's like, what's more important than your family? And he goes, science.
Yeah, they have a and one of the famous ones, which you've probably seen a lot of reference to, is their main villain is the Monarch, and he's this evil supervillain that dresses up like a butterfly, and all of his
Monarch.
yes, and all his henchmen dress up like Mothy, you know, whatever. But his is it Professor Girlfriend or Doctor Girlfriend?
It's Dr. and Mrs. the Monarch after they get married.
It's
Dr. Girlfriend, yeah.
It's Dr. Girlfriend, and she is drawn like ridiculously sexy. I mean, just like holy crap.
Yeah,
but the best part is, her voice is like Harvey Firestein's.
Yeah, but
oh boy.
She's drawn exactly like Jackie O, like Jackie Kennedy,
with giant boobs, like bursting out of her costume.
But she's got like she's got the pillbox hat, all in pink. She's like, oh, I don't know, honey. It's why do you always have to go after Dr. Venture? You know, it's just so.
Yeah, her voice sounds like a 45-year-old gay New York guy.
Okay,
So
gotta check
good.
this out.
Yeah, and is
I'm
it?
not allowed to watch cartoons, so apparently I'm too old to watch cartoons.
What's his name? Paul Warburton. He does. He's the voice of Brock Sampson, right?
Yeah. Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton. Yeah, Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, Brock Sampson. And then there's like and then his love interest / nemesis is basically like a Black Widow type character, and her name is Molotov Cocktease.
Is she the one, or was it Mrs. Impossible that they started having sex and the boys caught him, but they thought Brock was in a fight with her, and they're like cheering him on?
That was Cocktease, yeah.
Yeah, they were cheering him on, and the one boy says, "Great, he's slamming her in the face with his crotch."
Okay, so this is not a kid's thing.
Oh no! And then
not at all. No.
And then the other one goes, well, what's he gonna do? He doesn't have any other weapons.
Oh, it's bad.
What's this called?
So good.
The Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers. Okay.
Doc.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's syndicated anymore. I mean, they used to have it on different things, but yeah, I don't know.
I saw it somewhere. I don't know if it was on HBO Max or if it was on Amazon or something like that.
I'll have to look because I got both of them. I'll have to double check that. They there's a lot of them.
It was
too.
on one of
It's
those
like
because. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say there was a lot of them. It was on for a while.
Yeah, it was because I never caught the last couple seasons, and I actually ended up watching them all. After it was on, some streaming service. I want to say it was HBO Max.
Probably. That sounds like something they'd be running now.
Well, don't they do all the other Adult Swims, don't they?
Well, I know they're doing like a lot of the DC stuff. They're doing like the Harley Quinns too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Adult Swim. I like to go swimming. Isn't that weird? Adult Swim's got something with Warner Brothers. I don't know if they're like a subsidiary or they just have an agreement.
Yes, it is. It's Hanna-Barbera, Warner Brothers, Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, which is how I think. I was gonna say I think that's how they were able to get away with a lot of what they did on Venture Brothers, is because really a lot of it is directly ripping off.
Well, because they probably own the rights.
Yeah, there's a lot of Hanna-Barbera ripoff on that one.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera, but also making fun of Marvel too.
Yeah, but like how does Robot Chicken do it, right? I mean, you fall into the whole satire aspect of copyright, right?
Yep.
Very satirical.
God, it was so funny.
Yeah, but if you get a chance, you do find it anywhere, Dre, I would definitely check it out. It is kind of up your sense of humor.
Okay, let me see if I have it on Prime Video. Well, this dries for a minute. No, I'm not going to pull out the blow dryer and hurt you guys. What's it called?
Venture Brothers. Or Venture Bros.
Venture Bros.
Oh, now you're going to make me self-conscious. Did that actually come over? Because I did turn the mic off.
No, it didn't. But Warner started to do it at the same time. So I searched for Venture Bros, and I get Ace Ventura, Motherless Brooklyn, ER, Gattaca, Smallville, The Dictator, Happy Feet.
Yeah,
2.5 Men. Okay, let's try Netflix. Supernatural.
I think it's HBO Max.
There's no HBO Max here, so it's different licensing. Venture Brothers. No, we don't have it, but you may like The Life of Brian, Paradise PD, Identity Thief, and Sausage Party.
They're not lying.
No, okay, well, guess not.
Life of Brian is, in my opinion, the best Monty Python movie.
I'm not arguing that at all. And honestly, I think trying to argue the best Monty Python movie is kind of almost a pointless venture in itself. It's like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's, and I guess it depends on where you come from, but.
Yeah.
But I still think the show was better than all the movies put together.
Oh yeah. Well, personally, if you want to get my opinion on it, I think the best one they did was the Live at the Hollywood Bowl movie.
Oh,
yeah. Where they're on stage doing
they did all their skits, Yeah,
they did the Flying Circus skits live. Holy hell!
Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I drink on. I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I go to the laboratory.
Manual
Wednesdays I go shopping.
Very rarely stable.
Manuel Kant was a real pissant. Was very rarely stable. Heidegger was a boozy beggar that could think you under the table. David Hume, Consume, Schopenhauer, and Hegel, and Wittgenstein was a very swine who was just a slosh of Schlegel. There's nothing Nietzsche couldn't teach about the raising of the wrist. Socrates himself was particularly pissed. John Stuart Mill, of his own free will, on a half a pint of shandy was particularly ill. Plato, they say, could stick it away. Half a crate of whiskey every day. Aristotle was a bugger for the bottle. Hobbes was fond of his dram. And Rene Descartes was drunk in fart. I drink, therefore I am.
Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah, the philosopher's son. You know, it's the one sticking point in my relationship with Michelle. She does not stand Monty Python.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
That is, well,
that's tough. That's a tough one.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Kat doesn't get it either.
Well, to make it worse, Michelle's ex was like a total Python fanatic.
Yeah.
And so I get it, and he was, and plus he was one of those guys that he just dropped references all the time and kind of got snooty about it, like you just don't appreciate the humor,
Yeah.
And
Don't try to push your humor on me.
Pretty much.
You don't. What do you mean you've never heard of the Ministry of Silly Walks?
So why is it called Crunchy Frog? But you didn't even take the bones out. Well, it would be crunchy, would it?
It's just so random.
I know. And that's Monty Python.
And now for something completely different.
That drove me nuts. Those goofy cartoons that they had between the sequences. It's like, what the hell are these guys smoking?
Terry Gilliam.
A lot.
Yes, they were. yes, they were.
What's on the telly? Looks like a penguin. I can see it's a bloody penguin.
I think one of the first episodes I think I ever saw, which I thought was just absolutely ridiculous, was the one with where it was the I forget, was it the most dangerous joke in the world, or
the Killing Joke, which is actually what that band took their name from. Was that Monty Python skit? Yes, the Killing Joke.
Yeah, I was like, okay, and I think it was the same episode where they had the the picnic where everybody was all like dressed up in white, and it was that kind of classic scene of a bunch of and then it just turned into like a bloodbath. Like somebody had, thrown a frisbee or something and accidentally cut somebody's head off, and then everybody freaks out. They fall over, and everybody just starts.
Oh, that was, if I remember, that was Edward Manet's Luncheon in the Grass, as interpreted by filmmaker Sam Peckinpah.
Yes. It was a Monet thing.
It was the Manet painting Luncheon in the Grass as interpreted by American filmmaker Sam Peckinpah. Yeah. So there's like lots of slow motion blood spurting out and people being shot, and
the one guy trips over, falls over on the guy that's playing the piano, and closes the lid on his hands, chops his hands off.
There was an interview with a couple of them on TV. I don't know if it was American or BBC, but they were explaining, the infamous fish dance skit, where Dre, what it was two guys dressed up like English soldiers, like English officers, and they're standing on the side of, it's like in a shipyard. So there's just like this big drop off into the river, and they're standing there facing each other, and this one guy has these two fish in his hand, and he's just dancing forward, and he's slapping the other guy with the two fish, and he just keeps doing this, like, And then the other guy just pulls out this giant fish and just slugs him in the head with him and knocks him into the water. I mean, it's just silly, but it's funny as hell. And it was like one of the more famous skits. Well, these guys revealed it's like that wasn't supposed to happen. I guess he was just supposed to slap him with the fish, and that was going to be it. But I think it was Michael Palin who was the one who took the hit to the head, and he was the one dancing back and forth with these two little fish. And the thing was, is he stepped forward too close, and I think it was Graham Chapman clobbered him with this freaking halibut and knocked him right into the water, and it wasn't supposed to happen.
Happy accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds vaguely familiar.
Or the what was it? Hide and seek with grenades.
Oh, my python.
They get is he behind that tree? Boom!
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Maybe he's behind that bush. Boom! Ah!
He was
Got him.
behind the bush. And then what was it? They had the game show, which was Insult the Ethnicity. And they had a contest for come up with a derogatory term for the Belgians. And somebody had come up with, what was it? There was the Sprouts. And then there was like all those other like crazy, silly things. And then the winner was the guy who just came up with dirty, rotten, filthy Belgian bastards.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I work with a lot of people out of Belgium. Gotta find a little YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
Are you feeling triggered
what?
right now? Or?
I never made the correlation, but because of what you do, yeah, you especially like filmmakers and stuff, right?
Yeah. But yeah, next time I'm on a call with with them, whenever somebody says something I don't like, I'm just gonna drop that in the Zoom chat.
What,
there
yeah,
you go.
what is this Sprout talking about? It's
Oh, this is not gonna end well.
oh man. No, my wife's aunt is actually from Belgium, and she's a big like editor, like Academy Award winning editor. I think what she got the award for, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but I think it was The Bear.
Okay.
The documentary?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it was a documentary, but it was like released in theaters and.
Yeah, but I think it's like
it's a documentary.
Disney Nature.
Yeah,
before Disney Nature was a thing.
Yeah,
and they just did the documentaries.
Yeah, and I think she edited that.
I remember seeing that in theaters.
I'm thinking, wow, what fine editing work on this.
Well, you gotta give it for those type of movies like the Disney Nature, where they take like 700 hours of footage and cut it together to tell a fake story.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah!
I mean, sometimes you can tell that it's not the same little monkey. You're like, oh,
yeah, it's not exactly
little Jackie didn't make it from that tree. Now he's got an extra long tail. But we're just gonna pretend that never happened.
It's nature's way.
I was watching one of them with Pam, and she's like, "That is not the same monkey. That's not the same monkey. What happened to the real baby?" Like, yes.
Yeah, Bongo really didn't make it from one tree to another.
Yeah. No. We try to watch these, like wholesome nature shows about like. I can't remember what series we were watching. Most of these nature documentaries, there's always an animal getting eaten by something else, right? And they always show it like in full detail. So kind of try to stay away from them. There was one we started watching. We watched one episode, watched 2 episodes, and I was like, okay, a couple episodes in, it's like, okay, this is all very wholesome. It all gets good. And then they had one episode about these like, I don't know, like some sort of like prairie dog type of thing, right?
Okay,
And it
yeah.
was very interesting. Well, the very next episode is about the prairie fox who pretty much lives off prairie dogs, right? And the
Yeah.
whole episode, it's just Mother Fox going and bringing back like 14 prairie dogs. Daddy Fox going doing it. Then the baby fox is tearing one apart. And it's like, yeah, we can't watch that anymore. It's like, oh, wow. It just went dark really fast.
Okay. SeaWorld. A number of years ago. She was really little, and this was before they had closed the one in Ohio, of course. And they still had the Shamu show. But this was getting into the 90s, so they were. I don't know what compelled them, but they were like, "Yeah, we need to incorporate some science into this. We need to really bring in we really need to educate these kids a little bit." So there's all these kids lined up in the front because they want to get splashed by Shamu, and they've all got their Shamu toys and their balloons and everything. And this girl comes out and says, "Yeah, you're all here to see Shamu," and all the kids are like, "Yay, Shamu! We love Shamu!" Like, okay, but first, let's watch this movie about orcas. And they brought up this projector screen, and they started running this documentary about killer whales. And most of it is footage of these freaking whales like shooting up on the beach like torpedoes and nabbing seals and like flipping them up in the air and ripping them apart. And they're showing this for a while, and the kids just go dead quiet. And then the girl turns around and says, "Okay, now as you learned about orcas, let's meet Shamu." And Shamu comes out and does the thing where he comes up and just like jumps up and like hangs on the glass, like looking over at the kids, and they all scream in terror.
Jeez.
That is a Monty Python skit.
Oh, and it really happened.
Yeah.
Silly Shamu.
Oh, Shamu. Wait a minute, you promised me snacks. These ones are running away.
Who's this? It's not a seal. I mean, it'll do in a pinch, but
Yeah, these are a little more bony than I'm used to.
These are crunchy.
I'm a big star, bitch. Where's my crunchies?
Where's my crunchy frogs?
Where's my crunchy frogs?
yeah. Shamu.
I'm painting a pig in a sweater vest.
Mm-hmm.
No one's judging. Yet.
Fly that flag high, Josh.
Boom, yummy.
I think I got to adopt that one too. That's funny.
Oh God, it's just.
I'm sure you'll offend someone.
Oh yeah, it's not Shoreleave anymore. It's Holy Diver.
I don't know, man. It's rural Ohio here. I could go one way or the other real quick. We do not tolerate homosexuality around here. However, sodomizing poor people in canoes, that's okay.
I'm sure there's more to that story.
You ever seen the movie Deliverance?
Deliverance.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I look like a pig, boy.
For anyone that's just tuning in.
Hi, Scarlett.
Yeah. Hi, Scarlett.
Oh.
Go ask your dad what sodomizing means.
Oof.
It's when a boy hillbilly meets another boy hillbilly. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder why no one's watching.
Yeah,
I see. That's why I figure it's safe. It's safe now. It's all right.
This is Friday programming, is what this is.
Yeah.
You really, if you've never seen Deliverance. It is actually worth seeing. It's a creepy ass movie. That's it.
And sadly, that was the creepiest part of the movie. I think was the banjo player.
No, that was not the creepiest part of the movie.
For me, it was.
It's creepy. It's creepy.
Yeah.
You got a pretty mouth. That's Deliverance, right?
Yeah, actually, it is.
Yeah.
You know, what was
I've
funny
watched
is,
so many hellbilly, crazy hellbilly movies that they're all kind of merging into one.
well, what was funny was we were doing the Mackinac race. This is it's got to be over maybe 15 years ago, and we're doing the race, and we ended up like going over to the Michigan side of Lake Michigan, because the forecast. You take a look at the forecast, what the wind's going to do and stuff. So we kind of booked over there, and we were just off of a shore of the Michigan shoreline, and we could go sailing. Now, mind you, I'm on like basically at the time it was like the Formula One kind of a race boat, at the time. And we're just kind of sitting there, and it's a pretty slow. The breeze is pretty low, so we're not cruising, very fast. But we go by this fishing boat, and it was like 3 dudes in there fishing, and they got irritated because we went sailing by them, scaring the fish or whatever. And it was a full on half of the crew started kind of freaking out because they were like, dude, seriously, I hear banjos. And I'm like, I'm from Michigan. These are my people. They're fine. It was like, well, he goes, we're sailing along. And of course, we were going upwind at the time. So like, just based on like your course made good, you have to kind of go as close to the wind as possible. You can't just turn the boat any which way and go anywhere. You actually, the wind tells you where you're going, kind of a thing. And one of the guys screams out from the boat. He goes, "Hey, you see that big wheel right there in the middle of your boat? Why don't you try turning it?" It's like, yeah, that's not how it works, bro. And they were starting to get a little irritated, and some of the crew were getting a little nervous.
No. This actually reminds me of a lot of conversations I have with people who refer to people from Michigan as rednecks. And I laugh because I'm like, dude, I live in Ohio.
Right.
That's adorable. That you think that is adorable. Yeah, there's more to being a redneck than a trailer and a Trump flag. Okay, there really is.
Yeah. There's
Oh Lord.
Right. In some cases, your family tree just looks like a telephone pole.
No offense to anyone from Michigan.
No offense to anybody from
Michigan,
West Virginia.
There are states much more hick than Michigan, and I don't think we need to name them.
And
one of them I can see from my living room window. Yes.
Yeah.
there must be hits everywhere.
Oh, there.
Oh, definitely.
Hell, I saw them in New York when we were in Manhattan, and it actually came out the subway station that we came off the train off of. There was a Walmart like attached right there in the subway plaza. And people we were with were like, "Oh, let's see a Walmart in New York." really, but okay. And we went in, and yeah, and it was just like anyone I've ever seen in West Virginia or Ohio.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
swear.
Walmart's the same anywhere you go.
I think they bust them in. I really think they just import their hicks. Because I'm sitting there thinking, it's like we are literally in Uptown Manhattan, and there are freaking hillbillies walking around in pajama bottoms
Because you're in Walmart.
because we're in Walmart,
Bet you that wouldn't happen at Target.
not Target. Target is a much classier.
You know what the thing about Walmart is that I don't think that it's necessarily. Yes, I'm going to get on board with the whole importing people and stuff, but I think that there's really only one Walmart, and it kind of reminds me of the Costco in Idiocracy. There's really only one.
Welcome to
But
Costco. I love you.
But I mean, but it's like every Walmart out there it's like an empty building, and it's like when you go through the door, it's like a teleportation device that just sends you to that one single Walmart.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I want to find the part that has the plane crashed in it. That's where I want to go.
Oh,
Idiocracy. I love that movie.
oh my God, I've been thinking about that one a lot lately. I gotta pop it back in.
Oh hell
yeah! Like,
Beef Supreme.
Oh, Starbucks. We don't have time for a hand job right now. God.
yeah, I need to watch that again.
What are you reading, fag? You reading words, fag?
But Brondo has electrolytes.
Remind me to set this as not for kids on YouTube.
Yes.
Now.
I mean, go away.
Half these kids have probably seen Idiocracy.
Well, it should almost be like required viewing.
Yeah.
Just the
oh, so you're an artist. What do you paint? People, fruit, and shit.
It's all true, though.
Is it just me, or I mean I want one of those T-shirts, one of those cabinet T-shirts.
Oh, no, you're right. You should.
Where they've got like the department down the sleeve or whatever.
Yeah.
And the seal on the back. Oh my God.
Or I want one of the police shirts. I want one of the police shirts that has like police written in like a tattoo font. They're like long sleeve freaking wrestling shirt.
Oh, that movie is just. I'm watching that tonight. That is for sure.
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Every election year, I like posting that meme. Camacho not sure for president 2024.
Or like when he comes out, he just goes shit, and you see on the teleprompter just the word shit.
Right. He comes out to greet the people, and he's just flipping everybody off. Dude, Terry Crews was awesome in that.
Oh my God, yeah. Was it Hector Alessandro Mountain Dew Camacho?
Yeah. And not sure.
And his vice president, not sure.
Guys are having way too much fun with this.
Oh, I know.
Dude, wait until we get on to Blazing Saddles.
His name is Upgrade, yeah. For 2 Ds, for double the pimpin'.
Upgrade.
Yeah, baby, I can wait real good.
God.
You have seen that one, Dre, right?
Blazing Saddles, yes.
No,
Wait, what? No,
Yeah,
you
What
haven't
are you
seen it?
talking about?
I'm still going.
No,
I'm
he's
still on
messing around.
Idiocracy.
Oh, I
I'm
haven't seen that in ages,
Okay.
so I
Oh,
don't
okay.
remember
Oh man,
a lot of it. But I definitely need to add
maybe
that.
you don't know. Yeah, Blazing Saddles. Yeah, I know we're live now. There's a lot of those. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
quote.
no, it's. I think that when I first started watching that movie, it was like, okay, they do the whole introduction and they do the whole thing. But I think that when I knew that this movie was a winner for me was um when the lawyer was watching All My Balls
Oh yeah.
and he finally he's yelling at the door because somebody's banging on it or whatever, and he turns around and he's like finally gets up, and then when he gets up, there's a toilet
It's a
in his
toilet.
couch.
Yeah, it's a toilet, and he flushes it.
Yeah, he flushes it and then pulls his pants up to go answer the door. So I was like, all right, this movie's genius.
My kind of people. See,
Oh, God,
he's
yeah.
out. He's gone. The internet kicked him out.
Oh, wow! What happened? I didn't know what
I
you were
think
talking about. All of a sudden, I look and I'm like, oh, he invoked it.
I think something's timing out because this happened the last 3 times. Are we on an hour and 36?
Yeah.
We were on for like maybe 20 minutes before, so something's got to be timing out. There he is. And his name's Joshua now.
Yeah, I got
Josh
booted.
Warner. Josh Warner.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you gotta watch. You
I
gotta watch
sent.
Invoking Idiocracy. I guess we have a limit.
Yeah, I actually sent Bella a direct message because I was just kind of going down the podcast rabbit hole and ended up on like her episode on the MCC podcast,
Yeah,
and they had
So
mentioned
we
about
changed topics, right?
I think
yeah
so.
yeah I
Yeah.
thought I thought I just was told okay, enough with the idiocracy.
No, your think time's out again. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah,
You
you
messed
timed
up
out. You must
Bella.
have been
No,
talking.
well,
You didn't even know.
well, this is a segue from the Joshua thing, but yeah, it's to see if she wanted to try and hook up for a live stream. I haven't heard back, but that was just because I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I got punted for some reason. I don't know.
But it's been happening. Like I was just telling Jay, this is the third stream in a row that this happened to you, and I don't know if it's at the exact
Yeah.
same time, but it's about 2 hours. So
Yeah, maybe it's the phone overheating or something. I don't know, which is weird because it's plugged in and I don't know. Oh, it is sitting. Well, that's not really. I don't know.
yeah, we did
Well,
miss
maybe
you.
it's just at about the 2 hour mark is when I offend somebody and get booted.
Yeah,
Just possible.
And yet, I can talk about
Okay.
sodomy.
Yeah.
well, you are from Ohio, so I guess you get
Well, yeah, it is.
you get
It's kind of like the state sport.
yeah.
A pastime, if you will.
Yeah, that's why you got to watch the visitor centers when you're driving it through here.
Josh or Joshua.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah. What am I looking at? Oh, the paintbrush. Yeah, this is.
that's a 5.
What am I looking at? This is a 1.
Yeah. So this is
I think I have a 0.
so that's a 10. 10 over 0.
Yeah.
That's a 5 over 0. An abused one, but nonetheless.
Well, that for I think when it comes to working on a regular size piece,
Yeah, then you
like
don't need
5x7 up, and it's not a big deal. But doing the sketch card thing, that was that gets a little. You have to be a little creative with how you're going to do that.
Damn it.
Did you ruin it? Are you going to start all over?
All over again.
Hey Jay, have you tried using like a sepia India ink with a brush?
Yeah, I did
For
actually.
some of the line work. Yeah.
I did a while ago. I think I forgot all about that. Yeah, it came out really cool.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where it's not, you don't have that hard black line or it's too gray or whatever. It's almost like the that brown just kind of fades and just kind of takes a little bit of from everything in terms of the color, but you still get some delineation.
Yeah, it came out really
almost
cool, and
it's almost a cheat code.
Yeah, it was also and it also kept the piece, like, it really made it warm. The when I started throwing the color over top of it, it really kind of glowed almost.
Yeah, I've really been, as of late, I've really been kind of staying away from black.
Thanks for reminding me. I forgot all about that. I think I might try that on another piece here.
Yeah, like I said, that's a big thing, is that I've been really kind of steering away from using blacks at all.
Well, one of the things I've been doing,
I'll use it to mix, stuff, but in terms of just a pure black, stay away from it.
One of the things I have been doing is I've been doing fully, just full graphite pieces, and then scanning them in and turning it into blue line, like you do when you're inking. But I'm doing it with tonal. I'm doing it with tonal stuff. And I'll print it out on the art paper and drop the transparency down to about anywhere from like 20 to 30, and then just redraw it over top of it with just different colored inks or markers, and that effect is crazy.
Like do an ink wash over. See, I'm curious.
Yeah,
instead of doing blue line, what if instead of doing blue line, what if you did it in a sepia tone?
That's what I was gonna say. Go ahead and say it, 'cause that's just what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, do a sepia tone instead, and then just go direct drive from there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like I might have to do another one of those, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Is I'm gonna do it with a sepia background and watch how it comes out with the ink wash over top of it, or not the ink wash. Just use like a watercolor or something, color wash over.
Yeah, watercolor, color. Yeah, some kind of a wash over it, and then really make your your highlights pop with more of an opaque white.
Oh, geez. Hold on, guys. I gotta check on something here.
Yeah, I think it's about time for me to start thinking about bailing. The kid is spending the night with a friend, and the boss and I are gonna go out, I think, for a meal. Yeah. So wait until Jay gets back and.
Well, I'm having serious focus problems with my camera today. I just can't get it to focus.
Maybe you're too close. I wish there was like a zoom option on this.
Like I could do it through the camera, but
Yeah. Oh, you're running an actual camera?
yeah, I'm on a webcam.
Okay.
I try to zoom, like to pinch your camera.
What, me?
Yeah, because you're doing it on the display, right?
No, it's all it does is it enlarges the whole screen.
Oh, it doesn't zoom the.
No.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
It's okay.
Thought the dogs had gotten into something. I was hearing weird noises, and I started to smell something that was like, no, that don't smell good.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna have to call it.
All right.
Now let's see the pig. Let's see the pig.
Oh.
See the pig. See the pig.
Show us the peg. There's a.
Look
Oh,
at
but you're
that.
working on the frog mowing me today, no?
No, the frog is pretty much done until I decide, until I wrap this whole thing up. So it's going to be, in the final stages, I'll tighten him up.
Do the Todd now. Do the Todd now.
Looks good though. I like it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
I may work on this a little bit more after this
So
evening.
what card set are you guys on now? What are you guys working on?
I don't have any sets on the go right now. I'm just catching up on commissions.
Okay.
Some stuff
Yeah,
is supposed to be
I don't-
coming in soon, like some marble shit, but can't discuss that.
No.
You know, I'm
This
kind
is-
of getting sketch carded out. There's just too many of them recently. So I'm kind of doing the larger things that aren't like commissions, but I need to work bigger.
I saw Bianca's posting a new set.
Yeah, she's got the 6 set. I think that one's. Speaking of which, I could get her on the stream.
That'd be fun.
Who's
Yeah,
this?
we're supposed to Bianca. Queen Bee.
Yeah. Yeah, I got asked if I was on the next one, and I was like, I'm not. I'm actually expecting some other thing, and that's kind of been the case for the last 2 sets, really. Was
Yeah, I'm supposed to be working on something else.
well, the last 2 sets that Bianca did, it was like, hey, you want to get in on this? I was like, I'm waiting on, I don't want to turn around and, I don't want to basically, have there was what do you call it, a conflict between the sets, because you were supposed to get some sets from somewhere else, and it's like, I don't want to basically screw over one person or the other, so it's like, no, I'm just but then scheduling got all kind of jacked up, and so it just never.
Then you're
So
like, I could have
anyways,
done
I
that
did
other
get.
set.
Yeah, I could have done like 2 sets, and didn't, because I was supposed to be working on other sets that never showed up. And
Yeah, I would have liked to have done Into the Woods, but that was some major overlap.
but this, speaking of bigger pieces,
Yeah,
this was kind of neat to do.
Well, that came out really cool, man.
yeah, I really
I was
like
pretty
that.
happy with it.
Did you
What's his
sign it
name?
yet?
Null.
What's that?
Did you sign it?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
I said Wiener.
Yeah. So
I'm
that
trying
would be
not-
my
I'm
second.
trying not to cuss live on air here, guys, and you're not helping.
I said Wiener.
That's
No, I said you didn't hear what I said.
Oh.
I just laughed and let out a rather bad expletive.
But I thought that'd be a nice follow up to my first painted cover, which was my
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mary
I
Jane.
love that. I love that one.
But yeah, I'm digging that whole sketch cover, the painting on sketch covers.
Yeah.
One day I will.
Well, you know what? It seems to be so much more economical. In terms of using paint versus markers. Because I mean, you go into the marker thing, and it's like, oh man, you're just smoking markers
hell
left
yeah.
and right.
Oh yeah, paint goes such a long
Where-
way.
That's why I do both. That's why I do both.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna roll.
All right.
All
Man.
right. Good hanging out.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will catch up with you guys later.
I'll
You
definitely.
got it. You enjoy your weekend.
You too.
Stay out of
See you
trouble.
guys.
All right, see ya.
Yeah,
Say the
we'll
cat
try.
for me. Oh, and thank you guys again for the Godzillas. They have a place of honor
Oh,
on the nerd shelf.
Yeah, no, that was Kaylee that got those. So,
Oh, well, thank Kaylee for me then.
all right, dude. All right,
All right,
guys,
man.
take it easy.
Later.
Peace.
See you later.
Boy. I'm gonna have to wrap it up soon as well, but not quite yet.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that either. I gotta get some food in here pretty soon. This one's got to be done by next week. That's when I was dragging it out.
Looks. I don't know how much more you're adding to it, but it looks like it's very close.
It is. What I'm doing right now is like all these little textured details.
Yeah.
It's I'm using an old. It looks like an old action figure, like one of the collector edition action figures, for a reference. But I
Mhm.
changed the helmet around a lot. But they had some really cool detail here in the front part of it, and it's like this kind of like textured purple plates that are kind of part of the helmet, and I love that. So I really want to.
So it looks like like hammered steel.
Yeah, it's kind of like that impression,
Full armor.
which goes with the character. That
Yeah.
whole Masters in the Universe crazy shit. And this actually, I'll pull back. This is kind of cool. This I did a piece earlier. I forgot. Oh shit! I'm going to turn that down. They wanted this as a 2-piece set, so I did they did the Skeletor already, and they bought that, and then they commissioned an Evil Lynn to go with it. And I wasn't going to complain. I love Evil Lynn. She's great.
Isn't it Evelyn?
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
That was actually my mother's name. Not Evil Lynn.
Yeah, no, I figured. So kind of going back to the He-Man thing, I used to love Thundercats as a kid.
Yeah.
Like loved Thundercats and Silverhawks. Like absolutely, like this is the best thing ever. More than He-Man.
Silverhawks did not get enough love.
No. And I don't think Thundercats did either.
Thundercats had the line of toys, and there was like a following to it. But Silverhawks just kind of came in, and nobody seemed to care. And I thought that was a shame.
Yeah, because I think that was at the end of that era, right? Because
Yeah.
that was a spin-off. But anyways, back to Thundercats. So absolutely loved it. Loved it. It was the greatest thing ever. So fast forward like 10 years. Me and my buddy were at this Blockbuster was still around. We're at Blockbuster and we're like, what the hell we're gonna do this Friday night? And let's see if we can run a movie. They had all the DVDs of Thundercats. Right?
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Or actually might have been VHS. Anyways, doesn't matter. They had all the episodes of Thundercats. So
All
we're
right.
like, screw it. This is what we're doing Friday night. We rented everything, dropped like $50 at Blockbuster, rented all the Thundercats, go to the beer store, grab a case of beer, going to chill in his basement, we're going to drink beer and relive our childhood.
There you go.
Yeah, that idea. Because when you watch something that you love so much as a child when you're like 7, 8, 9 years old, and then you watch it when you're 20, and then you realize this is actually really bad.
Well, I'm not arguing because remember that discussion we were having with Gordon on there about Ultraman?
Yeah. Don't watch Ultraman?
Yeah, it is really bad if you when you're like, well, I mean, if you're just an adult, it's just bad, and then you start realizing it's like, what they were doing was taking a lot of the monster suits from the movies and just recycling them to make the new monsters for the show. And it's really bad when you're seeing like a Godzilla or a Gamera, with just like a bunch of freaking foam rubber glued onto its forehead, and these bad wrestling moves on the same. It was always like the same, the same terrain. It was always like this flat kind of meadow that they were always fighting in. It was just like these bad hills behind it. And it was just like it was just this big green wrestling mat. We're kind of rolling around. But no, I'm with you. I'm with you too. Like a lot of those little cartoons, you go back and watch them, and you're like, "Good God, this is terrible."
The one that I again kind of flew under the radar, didn't really get the love it should have gotten, is this show called Cops, like COPS.
Okay.
I think there was maybe one season of it. The animation was really good, and it was cops, right? So it kind of had like a little GI Joe flavor on it because every one of them had like a little something different. So you had like Bazooka Joe, and he had bazookas, and Bulletproof, who was the leader of the thing, and he wore a trench coat, but he was bulletproof because he was half robot. And you had Long Arm, who was the long arm of the law, and he was a uniform cop, and he had this claw that ejected. Obviously, toy centric.
Yeah.
But it was the animation and the character design was really, really solid.
Huh. Do you remember the Inhumanoids?
Nope.
I don't know if that ever ran up there or not. It was a very limited thing. It got a little bit of attention down here. The cartoon was, I don't know. I never actually got to see it, but I remember they had commercials for it. And
were they like
probably
skeletons?
Yeah, well, the one guy was. It was
Oh.
like this like giant devil thing that was like made out of skeletons or something, and there was
No.
there was this big green thing that was like made out of tentacles.
It sounds like
And
some weird hentai stuff.
it was crazy. It was I remember seeing a commercial for it where it was sort of like launching the whole thing, and it was like these construction workers were like, I don't know, they were like digging this trench, and suddenly there was this earthquake, and these tentacles come shooting out, and they're like pulling power lines in and everything, and this giant freaking green nightmare thing comes up out of the trench and just starts like throwing bulldozers and construction workers around, and that was like the lead into this. I'm like, good God, this is a kid show.
I miss good old fashioned scary television.
Yeah, good old fashioned kid violence there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Back when you could still laugh about it. That, and then the other one that was actually really good was, or I remember being really good, but Cops I did check out not too long ago. I saw some episodes on YouTube. There was this one called Knights of something, kind of like King Arthur, but it was in space. And they had these rectangles with dragons. Might have been Knights of Pendragon in space.
That sounds right. The Knights of Pendragon actually sounds real familiar.
But it was like a sci-fi night thing.
Yeah, they were in
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, and they had all these weird mystical things.
Yeah, it was like Star Wars meets King Arthur.
Yeah. That sounds perfect.
I think I remember some of that. There were so many of those shows, though. You know, every one of them had a toy line.
Well, yeah, because they were all made to sell toys.
Yeah.
Like even Gargoyles. You ever watch Gargoyles?
Oh God, yeah.
That was actually pretty next level too.
Yeah, that's on. They have that on Disney Plus now because that was a Disney show.
Yeah. But it was a very dark Disney show.
Oh,
Remember
very
that was
much.
on, and then it was like Darkwing Duck. Like this is not the same.
If I remember too, it was like at the time it was like Star Trek was kind of big, and they had Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis doing the voices of the two villains in that.
Yeah, because that was right at the peak of the Next Generation.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And if I remember, was it the one girl, the evil villain gargoyle, what Demona was her name?
I can't remember their name. I just know the main guy was Goliath.
Yeah, there was like this villain who was it was a female gargoyle, and she had like crazy big '80s Motley Crue hair,
Mm-hmm.
and you know she was like blue like a gargoyle, and I just kept remembering like even though she had like crazy animal feet, she was like hot.
Well, that's because she wore like a torn up bikini top or something.
Yeah, it was like a
Like
flash
Savage
dance
Land
top
Roll.
or
Yeah.
some kind of like flash dance looking thing. I mean, wow! I'm watching a cartoon gargoyle here and feeling rather uncomfortable.
I'm discovering my childhood.
Yeah.
Or no, not at all.
No.
Um,
Yeah, you want to let me watch cartoons, show kid.
Here, why don't you watch Cool World? That was great too.
Look, Holly and Brad Pitt are friends.
No, isn't that nice? They're hugging. What a weird movie.
Tell me about it. Oh, I wasn't. I don't know what it was when that came out. I was just not like into seeing it. I don't know. Maybe I was just kind of on this anti-Ralph Bakshi kick or something at the time. And I remember this friend of mine that we were living in Cleveland at the time, and he was insistent, and he drug us to see this thing. And I just remember sitting there in the theater, just shaking my head, like, "What is this?" Because it made no sense, none.
It's like if Roger Rabbit, right? Because it does have a Roger Rabbit feel to it, right? The whole cartoon world.
It's like film noir cartoons.
Yeah, it's like what is this weirdness? But it's got Kim Basinger. She's really hot in it, right? Like in both forms.
Yeah, and in the at that time too was like that was when the crazy industrial techno music was just coming out.
Yeah.
So it was like you had that going on. It was like the first movie that ever really used a lot of that in the soundtrack. And there's this like pulsing freaking beat of Ministry, playing in a cartoon.
I don't know what this is, but I like it.
Like Ralph, you crazy son of a bitch. What did you do? What did you do? Yeah. You thought he hit the ceiling with Fritz the Cat. Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Oh, good. We're getting spammed. Sister, okay. How do I?
Man, I got my daughter's having a panic attack. Not cool. I don't know what to tell her. She's having car issues down in Texas, and
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna have to call her. I'm gonna get off of this, Dre.
Yeah, I'm gonna
find out what's going on.
wrap it up too. Cool, man. Well, it was great chatting with you.
Yeah, it's
for
been
having me
fun,
on.
man. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, it was a pleasure. Have a great weekend.
You too, man. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, I will wrap it up as well momentarily. Um, I believe this one, there's not much left to do on Lady Archangel here. Just gotta flesh out the wings a little bit and maybe a little bit more contrast on the eyes. I think I do need to let the paint, oh, there we go, the paint settle. Let it properly dry before I start doing the details on the wings, but like I said, that's not going to take long. I'll try to do that on stream as well. I'm hoping to be back on Sunday for a good period of time for a longer session. That's it. Thanks everyone for joining in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to Joshua. Thank you to Jay. That's it. Have a great weekend, everyone.